Today, we will talk about SHX once again and explain some more ties into their VC investors, which is pretty rare for crypto, and make some more connections that even include PayPal as well. So all of this began when Kay Thingle put out a very long thread on all of the connections to Aduro Advisors. So we start there. We have the founder here, and it begins on his next tweet. So not only does, I'll just say SHX, provide best in class payment infrastructure for Aduro, that they have a valuable rewards program that provides a tremendous benefit for us and our clients. The more that we use SHX to expand our operations, the more they reward us. And I have explained how the merchant rewards with SHX is essentially operating as a bank, and it is involved in financing and loans as well. So who are they? They are focused fund admins. They've got 525 clients, including some of the largest VC firms in Silicon Valley, which include Craft Ventures, who are involved with SpaceX, Twitter, Uber, and Facebook. And it's interesting that SpaceX and Twitter are linked back to the PayPal mafia as well, which have some direct connections with SHX, which also have direct connections with XRP and XLM. So let's see if I can find the right spot. Yeah, they've got 120 billion in assets under management and 4,500 investment entities. So who are associated with both Aduro and, I'll say, SHX from here on out? So we have lowercase capital, and Clay is the partner and former chief of, well, he is the former chief of that White House Obama admin. And then Chris, he's the founder. He was on Shark Tank and the co-chair of National Finance and Tech for Obama, and former head of special initiatives at Google as well. And then we have who they're involved with. So there's Hodinky, not really sure how to pronounce that. Kicks, can't say STs, so I'm just going to move on. Medium, and another ST that everyone on here should know. They were involved with Twitter, Uber, Instagram, Happy Returns, which was sold off to Microsoft, and Gimlet, which was sold to Spotify. So the next one is A Capital. Now they consist of Ronnie, who was the founder and early Google Ventures employee, and former partner at Andreessen Horowitz, which they are heavily involved in the whole XRP drama around ETHgate, and a few other more political ties as well. Previous investments include Airbnb and Instagram. I'm not even going to try that name, but they were a former partner at Andreessen Horowitz as well. So you've got their advisors, which is Ben of Andreessen Horowitz, obviously off of his name, who had 80 million invested in Twitter in 2011, and Paul, who is involved with Dropbox, Airbnb, and that ST word. I just need to begin to avoid all STs. Then we got Craft Ventures up next. So, in short, their investments include SpaceX, Airbnb, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and more. The founder, David, joined Confinity. Heard of it? Yes, you have. It became PayPal. So that's called out there. And I'm going to see if I can't pull that up on this one, actually. Yep. That one is right there, pretty much at the uh, beginning of this PayPal line here, which also ties into the original X.com. So I was, oops, got a little disoriented. Okay, so First Round Ventures is up next. You've got people who were involved with GoDaddy.com, a former VP of Twitter, head of growth at ST, and a former VP of global display sales at Google as well. Their investments. Looker, which was a seed investment and sold to Google in 2019 for 2.6 B, which is not bad. Uber, Roblox, I'm having a hard time on the SP now, and Numerai. Not familiar with that one. Uh, Next up is Uncork. We got people involved who are heavyweight VC types. So their highlighted investments are Fitbit, Brightroll, which is associated with Yahoo, Postmates, associated with Uber, and Wildfire, which is associated with Google. Then you have Amy, pre-revenue Twitter, helped take it from 20 million to 1.5 billion, and also former Uber. Then you've got Signal Fire. People from McAfee. Then you have Oracle and Google, Apple, Yahoo, Kosdaq, ST. Can't do that one there. Their highlighted investments, just talked about that one. Robinhood, Lyft, Trade Desk, Coinbase, Discord, OpenAI. Not going to do STs and Toku. So that's a lot of financial technology kind of things right there, and a lot of those are in the headlines today as well. Homebrew Ventures was involved with Google, AdSense, Twitter, more Google, more AdSense, and YouTube as well. You got Adobe, Google, and Facebook, and all of these are heavily tech related as well. Current investments: Chime, Gusto, Hummingbird is interesting because that one is actually on the SHX website right now, and Plaid, which is a payment integration app. Obvious Ventures. You got people from Google, Twitter, and Medium. 10 Marks, which was sold to Amazon, and Seventh Generation sold to Unilever as well. Then you have one from Patagonia. That's interesting. They're invested in Beyond Meat, which has had a lot of headlines. Haven't ever eaten it. I don't intend on it. Medium, Recursion, Diamond Foundry, and Gusto. Next Legacy, Next Play Capital. You have 3 billion assets under management and came from Adobe Creative and founder of Coffee Table. The other one came from Aspen Highland Management. Their investments: Facebook, Uber, Marketo, Chime, Coinbase, Peloton, and Hippo. Current investments are Affinity, Vero, Money, can't say STs, Pay Near Me, and Motive as well, which is comprised of 120,000 companies, including Fortune 500s. World Innovation Lab came from the Industrial Bank of Japan, BitTorrent, and Upsider. Former government of Singapore Investment Corporation, and Google, and a big bank. So that one is interesting there because there is a lot of financial institution experience in that one. So highlighted investments: Twitter, Ustream sold to IBM. So it has another IBM tie as well. Bright Roll and DocuSign. I have a lot of things that work with DocuSign, so that's interesting. Partners include Sony, a Japanese government-backed investment fund, Japanese Investment Corp. I'm not going to try SQs right now either. Don't want to push my luck. And Panasonic. Man, more STs. Okay, so there's that one. Investments: DoorDash, Eco, Speechify. I could probably have any help I can off of that. Bolt, iRobot, and Carex AI. Bullpen Capital. Early investors in Zynga. That name sounds familiar. I can't place it right now. Tube Mogul and Life360. Early investor in PayPal, Twitter, Venmo, and not going to do STs. And Richard Melman, co-founder of EA, and got 30 billion and sold to IBM. So that's a really interesting tie too with that EA part. So that was actually the same thing. Commerce Ventures: Dan Rosen, investor in the company, which I'll just call SHX right now, and part of the finance team at Google when it went for IPO. Highlighted investments: Bill.com, Marketa, Prime Trust, which the CEO of Fortress Trust actually came from. And Fortress Trust was being purchased by Ripple for custody stuff until that didn't work out. So that right there is an interesting tie back to the PayPal Mafia, XLM, and XRP once again. And then Hinge Capital. It has an interesting team, but let's talk about the investments that they're involved in. Ripple right there. GoFundMe, Liquid Death, eToro, Dollar Shave Club, Life360, ClassPass, and Medium again. So these are the kinds of people who are confident in what SHX is actually all about. And I have made comments that SHX is really one of the only projects and companies out there that has true VC investment involved. And that's not necessarily something that I personally like. But when we are talking about creating a company that is trying to revolutionize the payments industry, you need people who come from big money involved, and you need people who have big connections and experience. And it looks like all of the people and all of the entities who are involved with the VC end of SHX have just that. So, the co-founder of EA's VC firm is a client of Aduro who can earn SHX via Stronghold Net. So that all ties back to Aduro, which was a really interesting connection that was made. And as always, I am sincerely appreciative of his hard work.